Greetings, everybody. Welcome back to a brand new stream. Today, we were, 2 hours late? I'll explain why. Trying to get this AMS1 co-op season set up, so we're doing loads of testing. Like a multiplayer server, a few of us with loads of AI as well, setting up race difficulty and whatnot. We're having issues with the game. I don't know if any of you are an expert on Automobilista. The issue we're having is we're in a multiplayer session. Let's say there's 3 real drivers and the rest are AI. Sometimes when the AI go across the line, they don't have their lap counted. So they just keep falling laps down. And it just ruins everything. You can't race then when it does that. And I'm yet to figure out how to fix that. So that's why I was so late, because we're just trying to work through some issues. And yeah. Anyway, hello to Zavesh, who said, "Why is James obese in the cover photo?" Referencing the thumbnail. It's not very nice, is it? It's not very nice, Zavesh. I think it was a few hours ago when you commented that. Hello, Carolines. Hello, Horizon. Tingus Pingus. Retro. Jho. We have Carolines. We have Trislad, who's ready for another Senna DNF. This guy. Screamlight just finished 2015 Belgium. Hope your race goes better than mine. How did it go, Screamlights? I'm guessing not good. Hello, Jamie. Hello, Clay. Hello, Lazera. Hello, the radioactive filmmaker. Evolution of James and the timer. Yeah. Hello, Joycey as well. Hello, V. I noticed because I was a couple hours late, I saw a few people joining the Discord. I imagine they were joining to figure out if I've posted an update as to why I wasn't streaming on time. Jamie, I reckon you've had a Chicago Town pizza. Hello, Nick. Yes, a late one. I was supposed to stream a couple of hours ago, but I was too busy. Also, forgot to eat, because sometimes, you do that. I was locked in for hours on end. I forgot to eat. So just before this stream started, I just grabbed biscuits and just shoved them all in my mouth. But yeah, that was good. And I got myself a drink because I forgot to drink water as well. You now F1 Challenge installed on your laptop, and how's it working? Is it working okay? You got Hulk smashed on lap 1. It was then a long way back in that cursed McLaren. 14th in the end, thanks to DNFs and the manner being worse. Tough old weekend, I'll tell you that. Did I get these graphics? I think I did. Yes, I did. Okay. So halfway through the season, still no retirements for early. We finished 9th in France, but it really wasn't. I don't know, sort of just a underwhelming race. Nothing really happened. So yeah. You had a quarter pounder and doner meat from kebab shop. You do have Chicago Town pizza in the freezer though. If I guess that every single time, Jamie, maybe one day I'll get it right. The guy that keeps joining and leaving joined again. Yes, and he's stayed in now, Tingus Pingus. Interesting, right? So for those who don't know, there's a guy called Geordie Gambin. Over the past few months, has been joining the Discord, then instantly leaving the Discord over and over and over again. We all thought that was a bit weird. So he joined yesterday and is still in the server, stayed this time, but their name is now Dominic and no longer Geordie Gambin. And I don't know why. They've just changed their name and stayed in the server. Maybe they want anonymity, but I've just given their sort of thing away now. Yeah, Tingus Pigs. That's strange, isn't it? I don't know why, why they've changed their name. Your county calendar is a DNF but classified due to 90% rule. Yeah. I kind of wish I did not classify, because it just feels a bit weird having so many races with no DNF. Hello, Ethan. You put gel in your hair to give it a try, then put your headset on, did 2 hours of Bathurst, forgot about the gel, and now you've got a solidified headset dent. Love that. Great stuff. Hello, Ned, as well. Now he's going to leave again. Yeah, that'll be kind of funny. Right, let's have a look at the championship standings. So we have Mansell. He won in France. His second victory of the season. He is 11 points clear of Schumacher. We're now halfway through the year, so 41 points in 8 races. He's averaging just over 5 points a race, but he has had 2 retirements where he really should have probably won those races, I guess. We've had 17 drivers score points, 12 teams score points. Streamline have points this season. Oh, shoot, I forgot to do something. Oh. Okay, no, that's fine. It doesn't matter. I'll tell you what I forgot to do when we get into the race session. You're joined a league and currently in the 1989 season. Ah, yes, I think I know that league. Were you racing yesterday? Uh, hello, James. Hello, Illusion. So I'm all over the place just because different timing and because I ate all those biscuits and now after you like eat something sweet and then your mouth starts salivating, it just doesn't stop because it's had the taste. It's had the good taste now. Really annoying. Needs to go away. What am I drinking? It's lemon flavored drink. That's all I'll say. Senna is still 15. It's still Senna 15. News section. Mark Blundell devastated after last lap failure cost chance at points in France. Though Fittipaldi's turnaround in form has been incredible this season, first 4 races he did not qualify twice. Since then, Fittipaldi has scored back-to-back 6th place finishes. Double Benetton retirement in France cost the team the lead in the championship. Williams have overtaken them now. Thierry Boutsen cleared to return to racing at Silverstone with Jean-Marc Gounon dropping out after being thankful for the opportunity. Streamline set to run reserve driver Jaden Harrison at its home Grand Prix for Silverstone as team's first home Grand Prix. Agostini to make way for this one race. There we go. Harrison got his wish. James is not even here. He's gone shopping, so he's not even going to be here to see his own driver in the race. Ferrari bringing an engine update as well as a new diffuser, whilst LaRousse have brought a new rear wing. And an incredible B-spec car is introduced by Scuderia Italia, something that has been in the works for months. So Scuderia Italia got chosen for the upgrades this weekend. They have a 1 in 21 chance, I think, or 1 in 19 chance of getting the all upgrade thing where everything gets upgraded. And then they have between 2 and 8 for how much it gets upgraded by. They rolled an 8. So their car is basically jumped up the order. They've probably moved up ahead of all the midfield teams, I'd say. Maybe they're going to be leading the midfield, potentially. So that's really a huge upgrade. Who drives them? They got Martini and Leto, I think. How much did Jaden pay me for that race? He just keeps going on about it. He goes, Harrison in the car, Harrison in the car. So I was thinking, why? Fine. I'll stick him in the car. He can't be better than the Berm. No, Bernbach is 80 rated and Harrison is 70 rated. And keep in mind, Agostini is 67 rated. Anyway, we are going to load into the session, aren't we? Let's jump into it. So Silverstone. Everything should be set up. Yep. Go. What did I forget? I forgot to put Jaden Harrison's helmet in. So it's still going to be an Agostini helmet. Completely forgot. I was convinced I had everything set up for the stream when I clicked go live and I forgot. Oh well. Hello, Leo. Hello, Duddle. After Germany, you're going to move to Ligier. Not fair, yeah. We are. Everybody should be here. There is Sampas. I've got a few, but they're not great. So we're going to use Donington instead. I've got a 1998 layout for Silverstone and a 2008 layout. Hello, Ben. Did I not reply to your message? I'm sure I saw your message earlier, but I didn't say anything. Sorry. You said a few things. Agostini ahead of Sammy, you love that universe. No, I did read that. Yeah, I've read that. His helmet didn't meet FIA safety regulations, so he had to borrow Agostini's. Or he just forgot to bring his own crash helmet, so he just... Yeah, used as Agostini, the reserve driver, today. Why is there a wall so close there? Christ almighty. Yeah, the 1998 circuit is from F1 Challenge, I think. Or maybe R Factor 1, and then 2008 might be from F1 Challenge or R Factor 1. They're not great. They're like low quality. But Sampas, I don't know if you hear at the start of the stream, I'm having big issues with AMS1 with the AI in multiplayer. They sometimes go across the line and their laps don't count. So they just keep falling laps down. Which is very, very annoying. You don't know Jaden, but forgetting his helmet, it seems like a Jaden thing, yeah. We've got this flat-out left-hander here. Or heading under the bridge to the final sector. Don't want to be wasting too much time with practice and warm-up today. Or qualifying for that matter, because I don't have, you know, all the time in the world considering the time of day it is. I'll bring it back into the pits. Car is working fine. We're happy to move on to the qualifying session. It's a very horrible pit entrance, yeah. Silverstone has changed a lot. But prior to like the 1991 layout, I don't really like the circuit very well. No, to be fair, I don't mind this layout, yeah. 92 is okay. But prior to that, I don't really like it. How do I make the setup just vibes, or do I actually refine it? Just change the basics. I don't really particularly care about anything else. I give the AI my setup. Yeah, the 88 layout's rubbish. We should have predictions for which lap Senna retires instead. That'll be a... Let me actually get up the Twitch dashboard. Lap 15. Right, let's sim a few minutes into the session. See what's crack-a-lacking. Why did I say that, mate? Crack-a-lacking. That might have been popular in like 2002. Ace attempt. Pierluigi Martini is now in pole position. We got Martini fastest right now, 20.1. I'm going to head out there now as well. Cringe early. That's just what he does. Capelli now fastest in 19.5. Crack-a-lacking. I don't actually know what it means. It means like, let's get cracking. Like, let's get going. Let's start. People would say, let's get cracking. That's quite a British thing to say. And somebody who thinks they're really cool would say, let's get crack-a-lacking. Which is, I don't know, adding to the word cracking. Got cramp in your leg whilst playing on a D-pad. What are you just really tense? How do you get cramp in your leg when you're playing on a D-pad? Come on, Capelli. Mate, go past. Yeah, I'm going to start my stream by saying, what's up? Yeah, definitely. I've been driving the AMS V10 cars for so many hours now. This feels weird. Ferrari have brought an engine update. It's about 12 extra horsepower. That's going to be helping them. Not a great first corner. If I can't fix that issue on AMS1 with the AI losing laps, I can't do the co-op series. You're down at the first sector. Ah yes, Mr. Pedalman. Well, this has been one of the laps of all time. Yes, Alexis, a co-op F1 series on AMS1, but Getting issues with the AI that I've not had before. R-Factor 2 would be good. You just lack... There's not many mods and not many year-specific circuits on R-Factor 2. Somebody else hosted the server? Maybe Keo? Maybe it's worth trying. Our first lap is a 19.9. Just a banker lap. Is Harrison going to qualify? I don't know. Streamline, they're still the slowest team. It's their first ever home Grand Prix. And they've got their reserve driver, a British driver in the car. Correct you all, Lazera? Yes, it is. MS2. I can't do MS2. Too many glaring issues for AMS2. You're too limited with what you can do as well. I just went purple in the first sector. Nice. Just messed up that chicane, though. Hi, Jeffrey. Oh, I forgot the corner. James, focus. Lock in. We're off. What a messy first few laps here. Early, the pressure's getting to him. It's his first ever home Grand Prix, isn't it? The home crowd are expecting things from early today. We don't know what those things are. Right, across the line, 19.5. So we have improved a bit. Mansell, I think, is going to take provisional pole. But the Pedro Lamy at Abbey. Is that his testing crash?
Right at home here, guys. I am mid.
Mansell, 17.399. It's gone pole by over a second. That's incredible. Right, like I said, because I haven't got too much time, we're going to be simming through qualifying a bit. So let's sim a few more minutes. No one in the crowd gives a shit about early. What do you mean? Yes, they do. Early's like top... Okay, Mansell. Sure, it's Mansell Mania, but... Come on. Never accelerate time in qualifying. We need to get back to that. The F1 2004 mod. Still need to make my 2009 video. I'll try and drive a bit faster, guys. I'll try. We'll sim until there's 22 minutes left. Do I use assists? I think there's one of them on, yeah. Can't remember which, though. Maybe like stability or something. Ricardo Patrese is now in pole position. Tracy now pole. Thierry Boutsen has lost his front wing. Thierry Boutsen has lost a wheel. Well, that doesn't count because I was simming time, so we'll ignore that. Burnback's 8 seconds off the pace. Not ideal from Burnback. Poor guy. He's rubbish. Okay, let's have a look. How are we getting on? Ricardo Patrese is fastest right now, 3.5 tenths ahead of Mansell. The upgraded Dalaras are 3rd and 4th. My God. Oh my God. For those who missed the news, Scuderia Italia got the look of all luck in the upgrade section and got the upgrade everything thing, and they rolled an 8 for the upgrade, which is the highest. So they improved their overall by 8, which is like the biggest upgrade you can get. When will I perish? That's not very nice, Benny. We're yerking it to the max today. Hello, Theodore. Mansell on pole 18.9 in the real lifetime. Yeah, we are faster. Like most tracks, we are faster, but it's not too bad. I don't imagine the Dalaras are going to stay there, by the way. I think the McLarens and the Benettons will go quicker. And the Ferraris, maybe. Right, we're down in 14th as it stands. Still waiting to see Jaden Harrison on the grid. on his one-off appearance for Streamline. Naguri Suzuki yet to go out on track as well. And poor old Franz Bernbach is 8 seconds off. Why is Jaden there? Oh, Michael Schumacher going quickest. Jaden's there because British team want to run British driver at their first British Grand Prix. Hello, Fur. Schumacher marginally down on the Williams through the first 2 sectors. Answer took pole by 1.9 seconds. Mate, how can you go 1.9 seconds quicker than everybody else? That's ridiculous. You've got to be next up in the season. Benny, you're not a reserve driver in the series, though. Senna's 2.7 seconds back in third. That's crazy. Put you in for the German GP. Can't do it, Benny. Not this season. Maybe some. I don't know. I don't want to add too many made-up people. Not made-up people. You know, not real-life F1 drivers. Schumacher went second with his lap, by the way. Split the Williams. Let's see what Early can do. Fairly committed to Cops. Dominic Foster to Lotus. Yeah. No, we're off. Keep it pinned, though. We're 6 tenths down? Did I really lose 6 tenths there? And I messed up that corner again. I'm really, really bad at this track. Right. Abandon that lap. Damon Hill's 26, 7.4 seconds off Mansell. Is that within 107%? I wasn't brought in until 1996, right? Okay. Oh yeah, of course, I know. I know that. I don't know. I am aware of that. I forgot. This lap's going to be the lap. Come on. Send it. Maggots, Beckett's. What's the next one? Chapel or something? No! Wide again. Brilliant. Early out here, just actively ruining his chances of a good result. What is this? Another 6 tenths down? 4.5 tenths down. Okay, if we can spot the braking zone for the next braking, I might be okay. Here. That's better. That's much better in the middle sector. Ansel out there going purple. But the home crowd's loving that. We can find another like 6 tenths in the first sector. A few tenths in the final sector as well. Across the line we go. Where is it? There we are. The 11th place. We improved by half a second. We've gone 11th there. That is 2 seconds off Patrese. Good stuff, Leo. Shout out to Leo's nan or gran. Nope, wide again. How many laps will I take Eau Rouge flat out when we get to Belgium? How many laps will it take for me to take it flat out? Or how many laps will I take it flat out? I don't know. Mansell's gone quickest. Mansell to the top. Hello, Wojeron, and hello, Dragos, or Andre. Dragos. Andre. I'll say Andre, that's easier. Delara top 3 next season. No. It's called Jude. Oh, Judy. Right, okay. We'll sim another few minutes and go out for our final run. Right, okay. Michael Schumacher 3rd. Capelli 4th. Brundle 5th now. So the Delaras, they're still looking best of the rest, though. Senna needs to get his act together. Is he not out on track right now? Where is Senna? He's 9th. Go out on track, mate. Otherwise, you're going to actually get out-qualified by everybody again. Where's his teammate? Gerhard Berger, they've not put in good laps yet. 15th and 9th for the McLaren team.
Midfield race phase.
Jaden Harrison's still now
Right,
on track.
guys,
What's he doing? He's got his one chance. His one chance this season, and he's waiting till like 11 minutes left in the session. What is he doing? Suzuki's on an outlap. Harrison's going to be the only one not to set a time right now. A bit more time. We'll go until there's 5 minutes left in the sesh. We'll go out on track. Okay, Senna's gone out there. Look at him go. He's got traffic. He's got traffic. And he can only improve to 8th. Senna's getting absolutely done over there. Vermax 4.8 away in 27th. Harrison is on an outlap. Right, let's have a look at Jaden Harrison on his one and only race. Remember, I forgot to put his helmet on, so he's using Agostini's helmet. This will be the only time we ever see him, I think. Potentially. Has he got an engine failure? Is it raining? I think he's got an engine failure. His one and only appearance, and there's smoke billowing out the back of that Streamline. Can't make this up, can you? He's got one chance in Formula 1 and he's got an engine failure. Brilliant. Good work, bro. He's slightly better than Agostini. He's 70 rated. Agostini's 67. He's gone wide. He's off the track. Yep, he's given up. Harrison is out the session. His one and only qualifying session in Formula 1. And it ends at the start of his flying lap.
5 minutes left of the session.
No, Clay, this is... no, it's his rating overall, like, out of 100. As in, like, how I've done the stats. Like, for example, Senna's like 94 rated. Schumacher's probably about 92. Mansell about 92, 93. Well, one British hopeful falls to the wayside. Falls by the wayside. And Jada's not even here to see it. I think he's out shopping right now, so... Poor guy's going to miss his one and only appearance. Unless he can somehow jump in the spare car with 4 minutes to go. Of course he's not here to see it. He's out on track, you Wally. Right. Steady on. I think I can find 0.5 of a second. I could probably qualify in the top 10.
Stupid circuit.
Hello, Thomas.
Turn, you bitch.
Got to ignore the understeer. Just turn through it. Here. That's much better. Yes. Streamline even afford a spare car. Yeah, they're okay. They're not actually that poor.
You're down at the first sector.
I up by 0.4 on my previous best lap. Senna or Schumacher?
To go.
We're going to pick Schumacher. Oh. Schumacher or Harrison? Schumacher. What is this nonsense? What a silly question. Come on, guys.
Second sector.
Still up by 3/10. It's time to find them. I just feel like it's a messy lap. Bartels or Harrison? There's only one right answer there. Is this going to be an improvement overall? It is by 4/10. And that's the terrible lap. Okay, that's it. That's qualifying over. James Early goes wide at Copse and ruins the final run. Nope. Go on, Modena. You can go, mate.
Stupid.
Well, we have got 10th with that lap somehow. 11th now.
Turn, you bitch.
Somebody else has gone up. Who's that? Gerhard Berger up to 2nd. Senna, mate. What is going on with Senna? He's not even out on track. 1.5 minutes. Harrison's in the spare car! Harrison's made it into the spare car! Oh my god! Oh my goodness me! Harrison in the spare car is about to go out on track. Can he get round to the start-finish line with the time left in the session? He's got 1 minute and 27 seconds to get round to start a lap. Okay. This is getting exciting now. We'll watch the final couple of minutes then. Should be able to get there. Jaden, have you only just joined? Basically, you went out on track with 10 minutes left in the session. I forgot to put your helmet on, by the way. And your engine failed. So now you're in the spare car with like 1 minute left in the session. Suzuki 27th with that one. We do have Burnback in 29th. So it's not looking good for Streamline. Burnback's at the pit exit, but he's going to be out of the session. Yeah, too late for Burnback. It's a glory run. It's going to be a glory out lap for Burnback for some reason. John Lazy. Okay, the Ferrari driver down in 19th right now. Let's see what he can do. I need to get the... hold on. Get the championship standings up so I can see what's going on. Well, Lazy right now, he's the lead Ferrari in the championship. 15 points to his name. Got a podium at the Canadian Grand Prix, his first podium of the season. But he did retire from the previous round in France. Who's saying? That's me saying that, James. Round the final corner for a Lazy and up towards the line. It's going to be a tidy improvement for the number 27. Should bring him inside the top 10, you'd hope, for Ferrari's sake. And that's 5th place for a Lazy. Right, okay. Now we change to Stefano Modena. Harrison is out there. He's started a flying lap. Okay, Harrison is through the first sector, 2 seconds down. He's not qualifying, guys. He's not qualifying. Hi, Duddle. Yeah, I'm doing good, mate. Doing pretty good. Stefano Modena, can he improve his position? Stays 23rd. Okay, and here we are. Jaden Harrison in his one and only race for Streamline, fighting to make it out of qualifying and onto the grid. I don't think it's going to happen. Through the second timing line, he is 3.7 seconds down. That's right on the bubble if he was to lose no amount of time in the final sector, though. He could out-qualify Burnback. That'd be a really good performance. He's not making it onto the on the grid, though. Around the final corner, Harrison powering up towards the line. Where is this going to place Jaden Harrison on the starting grid? It's 30th. He's last. He's last. Never mind. Never mind. He lost 1.5 seconds in the final sector. So it is 29th and 30th for the Streamline Engineering team at their first ever home Grand Prix. Brilliant. Well, that was just spectacular, wasn't it? Yeah, I mean, he was only a 10th behind his teammate, so it's not bad. Okay, let me get the starting grid set up. If you guys want to go and grab yourself a snack and a drink. Return in about 7 minutes for the start of the race. As I frantically type in the results. Try not to spell a name wrong. So the new Dallara upgrade has brought them inside the top 10, so it's really good. Ayrton Senna, mate, 11th place. He's alongside James Early on row 6. Poor guy cannot catch a break for whatever reason. We need the P-Hub cam, as in the CCTV one. It's not actually plugged in right now. I unplugged it. Sorry, guys. Today I wanted to make a poster for the early-thon, which is starting next weekend. So I tried to make a cool looking, like sort of like 80s retro style poster for some reason, saying the first annual early-thon. It looked rubbish. I gave up with it. Very Chiesa. Also, I want to do something really cool for the first day of the early-thon. Can't think of anything. Leo, it did. It did. I'll try. Maybe I'll try again tomorrow. And my girlfriend is on board, by the way, with the idea that for the early-thon, I want to do giveaways for like the top gifters and stuff like that. You know, cool things, but really like cool, unique things. She's on board with the idea. If I buy, let's say, for example, a 1988 Real model, as in the Real Formula One team, and then paint it with the Streamline colours from my series Streamline, which used the 1988 Real, right? So a custom Streamline engineering model, and then whoever's like the top gifter gets that. That'd be really cool. I think that's just a cool idea. And maybe some other cool giveaways like that. Provided the early-thon doesn't end on the first day. You know. Streamline 89 comeback. Signed toilet paper. James, top gifter gets a James Early worn Streamline shirt. I mean, if you want, it's worn a lot. I can wash it. Early X Senna, but early is probably too old. Yeah. Hello, Reno. Good evening, mate. Right, what we footwork. March. This is Belmondo's last race, I think, as well. One onion. Why was Ayrton so slow? He got traffic on both of his laps, I think. Just 10 subs and I get it unwashed. Ooh, nice. Hello, Zavesh. Why did you say I looked obese on the thumbnail? It's look normal. Right, quit this. Quit that. First up, we run the post-qualifying scrutineering. 3 drivers picked at random. Let's see who it's going to be. JJ Leto, Ivan Capelli, and Nigel, mate. Imagine if Nigel Mansell gets disqualified from qualifying at the British Grand Prix after slotting his Williams on pole position. That would be the most ridiculous of disqualifications I could think of. Let's find out then. First up, JJ Leto on the scrutineering block, or whatever you call it. He's fine. Ivan Capelli is fine. Nigel Mansell is fine. When are we ever going to see a disqualification? We should probably see at least a couple each season. What's the worst Senna disgrace? The 15-year-old thing or being outscored by Agostini in a Streamline? What do you guys think is worse? Paedophilia or being outscored by Agostini? It's a really super serious question. Season data vehicles, get rid of the Streamlines. Be careful how you answer that one as well. Both. Increase the chance of disqualification. As soon as I do that, we'll get too many disqualifications. I won't touch the chance. Lundell, where's the other dude? Goody Suzuki. And not that dude, that's me. This dude. Paul Belmondo. He's not qualifying. Right, what do I need to do? Oh, I forgot to say. Bertrand Gachot had a 3-place grid penalty last race, didn't he? Yeah. So Gachot's actually starting.
For eating Rio Haryanto live on stream.
Bertrand Gachot. He's starting in 24th position for this race. Circuits. Great Britain. Silverstone. That. There. So it's a 59 lap race. Okay. Got to change the names in here. Who's dead? Mika Häkkinen is dead. Emmanuel Naspetti. Whoa, what did I do? Huh? What? Why is that just disappearing? Emmanuel Naspetti equals, what is he? 1. There's 25. Kaylee Alboreto, he's not there anymore. So it's Mark Blundell. Why are they disappearing? This has never happened before. What's going on? Why's it doing that? Mark Blundell. 2. Press insert. Have I pressed something? Insert. Where's insert? Maybe it was insert, yeah. Let's give him a, I don't know, 19 and 34 or something. Ronnie Herbert's there. Wendlinger, he's not on the grid. It doesn't matter. Terry Bootson, he's back on the car now. I think that's it. Eric Comas spelt wrong. Mate. There we go. No. There we go. We're all over the shop. What are we on? A 2-stop, 21 or 33. Okay. Have you scored any points? We've scored 4 points, Zavish. You're clearly not up to date with the F1 Challenge career mode, are you? Why not a mini championship on Stream Racer on the early thon? Could do, but Stream Racer is kind of boring, I think. Like, I want to do something really cool, not just meh. $25. $25. $25. $25. Then we need the drivers race copy on challenge 92 drivers paste. These are the talent files. Then we run the variator for a little bit of variation in their pace. 2 from South Africa and 2 from Monaco. Yes, it was. F1 Challenge online. But we're not going online. That's the fun thing. The nonce rate isn't as bad because, and hear me out, that's the law in Brazil and such part of society and normal life for them. Ours is 16, but we are nonsense because somewhere else in the world has it at 18. However, Senna's literal job is to be fast, but he's failing to do that. And also, it's Agostini. Yeah, I understand what you mean. He's not breaking the law. I don't know. It's just about... I don't know. Everybody's moral code is different as well, I guess. Boom. Start this. Dinner secured. Microwave macaroni. Don't think a 25-year-old dating a 15-year-old is normal in Brazil, even if it's legal. At some point in human history, it would have been seen as fine. Like, nobody would have thought about it, you know? I'm not saying it's fine. I'm just saying in some point in human history, nobody would have batted an eyelid at that. You got to think, okay, if it's gone to this point by now, what do people think is weird in another, I don't know, 500 years, you know? James has that Riz on it. Yeah, we got Rizzler on the car. People got married at 12 back in that day, yeah? You may only date people who have the same birthday as you, yeah? You're 6 hours older than your girlfriend. You pedo. Hendrick's girlfriend, like 26. And what is he, like 17? Historians will look back at this stream in hundreds of years and wonder what the F is wrong with us. One brag that you won't stop bragging about is how you were Partly involved in making the Senna 15 thing public to social media alongside your friends who have a big following on Instagram and Twitter. Really? I heard about it. I don't know if Alexis is still in the chat. Alexis told me about it. This was like, I want to say 4 years ago. That's when I found out about it. Tomorrow is the German Grand Prix. Is after the British Grand Prix, I believe. Yes, it will be. Right. Great race. We are boxing on lap 21. Lap 33. It's interesting. It's a 12 lap stint. We go to the end on 59, which is going to be 26 laps. Very short middle stint the team want me to go on. Fair enough. We're going to go straight to the race session as well. You went ham on the bakery reduced section. Ham? In the bakery? Are you sure about that, mate? Your local football team is about to get bought by John Terry. Ugh. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, dear. Your mum was 16 and your dad was either 18 or 19 when they met. My parents were... I think my mum was 32 and my dad was 30 when they met. Oh, Morrison's nice. Okay, race session early, lining up in 12th. We've got Bertrand Gachot taking 3-place grid penalty. He's in 24th. Let's jump into it. Oh, silly me. Forgot to do the starter prediction. If you're on Twitch, you may predict now. And now we're going to go racing.
Hello there. Welcome to Great Britain. The weather, as so often is the case here, is just wonderful. Over 30 degrees.
Who else has a mum that's older than their dad?
Fantastic day for Formula One.
Because obviously, like the sort of norm is the dad tends to be older than the mum, you know? My mum's 2 years older than my dad. Oh, we're just going straight into it, are we? No grid rundown? Okay. Well, there's only one more thing to do, and that's go racing. The 1992 British Grand Prix is next. Don't know your dad, so maybe? Just guess, I guess. He set the line, he set the line. Now we're going to go racing, guys. Technically, your girlfriend is 3 months. What do you mean, technically? Why is there a technicality there? Why are you saying technically? Well, technically, my girlfriend's 3 months older. She either is or she isn't. Here we go. Where's the lights? We'll just have to guess. Not a bad launch. Side by side with Senna. Whoa, he squeezed me to the outside. Fine, you can have that position, mate. That's all on a technicality, Thomas. So we have lost one place to the Cesaris, my arch rival. Hello, Don. Oh, back up the inside. Lovely stuff. There's Leto in 11th. Oh, he's looking slow into there. Okay, early takes advantage. Early up to 11th place. Trying to follow Senna through the grid here. Who's out of position, of course. Got an 11-year age difference between mum and dad. Yeah, fair enough. I've seen a number of very extreme age difference cases from people I know. I'm talking like 30 years age difference. Berger leads. Mansell second. And Tarquini has lost his front wing, so we'll take a replay in a second.
You're running P7.
28 and -2. Oh, Christ. Oh no. Oh, no. Hello, Yagasai. Bernie Eccleston's wife is younger than his first daughter, yeah. I put the radios in, Jaden. Yeah, I copied them over. Wait, I only put the ones in that you sent me yesterday. Not the original ones. Just going to send it in there and crash straight into the back of Gasho. Gasho's okay. He fights back, actually. Rage baiting. Oh, damn it. I made a mistake. Oh? Oh. I bugged him out. I just did the... I just... just gave him the pit bug. The replay pit bug. Sorry. Just killed Tarquini by looking at the replay when he was going into the pits. My bad. My bad, bro. Yeah, real. Nice. I did that. Sorry. Didn't mean to do that to him. That's what happens if you look at a replay when a driver's going into the pits. Bugs them out. So I've just killed Tarquini. What music plays in one of the mods you have? Back in Black. Is that a race ban for early? We've got Johnny Herbert in front of me here, a fellow British driver. Actually, no, James Early, officially in 1993, is going to drop the British nationality and represent Europe. But we will not explain why. We'll just do it. Does have Black in the title? That one Rolling Stones song. Paint it black, that's it, yeah. Who? Guzman? Or somebody else? Who crashed? I think it might be... Fittipaldi? What has Fittipaldi gone and done? What's the point system? Top 6 get points. Where's Fittipaldi? Is he ahead of me? No, he's behind. Where is he? Oh, there he is. On wide at Cops. Oh, mate. Absolutely sent it on Chiesa through Beckett's. Straight in there. Spins in off the track as well. Can't be doing that, mate. We give him a penalty for that. Like a 10-place penalty or something. Ah, an MCR song. I can name like 3 MCR. No, I can't name them actually. I could probably recognize at least 5. Yeah, Chiesa got away with no damage, though he did lose a load of time and positions. Teenagers scare. Something. The living. What's the radio safe version? We've almost run out of kebab. On my brief time playing old school RuneScape, the only thing I remember Oh my god, he broke very early. He's going to a kebab shop and buying like 200 kebabs. And then fighting these random dudes in the desert. And every time I'd attack one, he'd get his mates to help out by shouting, "Brothers, help me take out this infidel." Speak about me. While some funky music plays on in the background. Rental. That is definitely infidel, not incel. No. Help me with this incel. Oh, I think I've seen that video, yeah. We are faster than Herbert. The Al-Qaeda Warriors, yeah. Yeah, those dudes. Favorite incel. I can tell you my favorite cell. That'd be B2. What have I been up to today before the stream? Trying to sort out the Automobilista mod for like 5 hours. B6. Nah, B2 is where it all starts for me. You can't go A1. You're an actual psychopath if you use A1 on Excel. Like a G6. No, Thomas, it's just wrong, mate. It's wrong. The same people that grow up like harming animals and then turn out to be serial killers are the same people that use A1 on Microsoft Excel. J63. Used to think that this old corner shop that you never went into called G2 would always play like a G6. I remember when that song was popular, when I was in school, the person who had the locker G6 was like the coolest person. Because the lockers were, yeah. You'd have A1 to 15 and B1 to 15 and C. Not every student got a locker, by the way. Only like 1/5 of the school could have lockers. You had to pay for them. Not like the American high schools where everybody's a locker. Your favourite is S15. Oh yeah, I wonder why. James Big Dog, how's it flying? Mansel's taking the lead. Alio, it's going well, mate, yeah. We'll take a look at Mansell overtaking in a second. Don't use minimap. No. There's like a minimap plugin. It's horrible. It looks horrible. Anyway, let's have a look at Mansell. Taking the lead of the race. Potentially Geki, yeah. Because I've got it set to top chat rather than live chat. So if it thinks a message is like spam, it won't show it. And that's Mansell to the inside of Stowe corner on Gerhard Berger. Squeezes his way through. And the crowd go wild. Woo! So that's the crowd. Yeah! I believe so, Clay, yeah. All of Pioneer's messages are shown as spam on your chat. Wow. The minimap plugin was crucial for you to finish that Spanish GP and GPFL. Yeah, I bet. Which part are you confused about, Lazera? Did I read the Gunon thing? I did not see anything to do with Gunon. YouTube chat, it seems to be a lot more censored than Twitch chat. I heard something, but I don't know what it said. Oh, somebody's dropping. Is that Burger? Has Burger got an issue? Schumacher and a lazy passed on Burger. What did it say? My engine's overheating. Okay, we short shift then. Yeah, 38 degrees ambient temp cannot be helping. ZEF, you have missed a decent qualifying and a half decent race so far. That was decent. That was alright qualifying. Shite quality for you, yeah. I'm trying not to change the cooling too much from quali to race because we've had such good reliability. And, you know, last race, France, I did not change the brake ducts from qualifying to the race, and the brakes were nowhere near failing. Like, they were absolutely fine. Like, the brake wear was nothing. It's kind of annoying, actually. Martini's still ahead of Senna right now. Do I know all the tracks by heart? Not every single track ever, no. Do not know Pescara. I raced on Pescara once when I first downloaded the BB mod, I think. Stream reporter for all the inaccuracies compared to real life Silverstone 1992. It's not supposed to be accurate. Please don't report me. The Scar for 93 season, yeah, I think that's a good idea. Box to retire the car. Nonsense. Car's doing okay right now. We'll drive until it can't drive anymore. Is this my favourite track to race? No. Definitely not. What's my least favourite on the F1 games? Probably Silverstone. Especially if it's like the older... I don't know. Silverstone, the AI seems to always be so very fast compared to the other tracks. The cringe when I was a young boy compared to the based when he was a young warthog. Oh yeah, I remember the days when I was on a walk this morning, passing through some fields. Had to go through this other field, otherwise we would have to turn around and do like a, I don't know, 1.5 mile detour. There was just this bull in the field, right up against the fence. You could see like he was flaring up his nostrils, pumping out the air. You could see it in the air. And he's going... Every time I got close, I was like, okay, I'm not going through this field. I was getting murdered by a bull. Like, he was not having any of it. Very annoying. Like, I've been through fields with bulls in before, but I've never seen one actively not want me to go past. Usually they're just kind of passive, just, you know, eating grass. But bro was... maybe he was defending something. He marked all the dissertations. How long does it take to mark a dissertation? Are these like 10,000 word dissertations? Can you say y'all had beef? Yeah. Me and this bull had real beef. Oh, bulls, huh? What's your gayest experience and what's your favourite gay experience? I don't think I've ever had like a particularly gay experience. Apart from, you know, sleeping with a few men, but that's not gay, is it? Not gay? That's fine. Maybe half a day each, yeah, okay. Decent chunk of time. Did I have my socks? Yeah, I kept my socks on, that's fine. What? I've never sprayed a perfume in the air and walked through it, no. Whoa, we're off. Almost off. You had an advert for Bumble as I said that. Computer's listening. Yeah, with my homies. That was it. I was just with my homies. Me, James Jr. and George in the bed. Wait, no. James Jr. is my child. Ugh. FBI, he's over here. I don't know what relation George is. I think he just tags along. Chiesa and Fittipaldi. They're battling for position. That was for position. Let me through. Just, oh God, where is he? What are you doing, mate? You're a lap down. Get out of the way. What an idiot. How's James Jr.'s growing empire doing? That's not bad. That's what I could do as a giveaway for the early thon. James Jr.'s product. What a unique chat this is compared to other streams. I don't know if that's good or not. That clip takes me out of context to the highest degree. Perfect. So Brundle and Alazy in the pits. So we're going to be up to 8th. Does it come in a brown paper bag? Whatever sort of paper bag you want. What day is it? It's Monday, isn't it? How's everybody's Monday been? Does it come with the Rizzlers? Yeah, that's packed in there. Can you get it in a Greg's sausage roll bag? I wonder if I went to Greg's and just asked for, like, the little bags. If I offered them money, I imagine surely they'd just give me some. Kimi Antonelli rookie card. Just a glove was sold for $200,000. What do you mean rookie card? What does that mean? Like an F1 card? I didn't know there were F1 cards. Can you say something about a gay experience with someone who's lived with them for 6 years? Say whatever you want.
3 seconds ahead. You're running 8.
Well, as long as it's not like racist or something. I don't know they did what's this? I know they did like the turbo attacks cards, but surely it's not that. Mostly AMS1 related there. So annoyed with the stupid AI problems. Why do they keep losing laps? Monday as successful as they did Cheserus crash. So pretty successful.
Ferrari, already in the
One more day of paternity, then you go back to work. You only have 2 weeks of that job before starting a new one. Ooh, all change.
Mansell has just put up the fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, what are these cards? You can say things that do not belong in this chat. Yeah, let's not turn the chat too weird.
It's running 5th.
Got to keep it civil to some extent.
You're running 6th.
Yeah, we
Minardi.
had no DNFs yet, apart from Tarquini. Wow. James Early signed card for the giveaway. I'd have to somehow figure out a way to like create and print out a card. It's a good idea though, like as a joke.
Already in the pit.
I can design a card, it'll be just trying to get it onto an actual piece of card. That's the problem. That's my job. That's what I get paid to do. The gayest thing you do is pinching your co-worker's nipples sometimes. Whoa. That's a step too far, there's error. Look, I'll sleep with men, but I'm not going to pinch their nipples, okay? That's ridiculous. Do I even need to specify I'm joking? I don't know. Santa's going to be 15 seconds ahead soon. We're in 6th place right now.
It's running 5th. About 10 seconds ahead. You're running 6th.
Oh, mate, yeah. Agostini burn back card. That'd be so cool. Yeah. This is for position now with the lazy. We are boxing on lap 21. Got a few backmarker drivers in front of us now. Streamline shiny, mate. Yeah, that'll be awesome. There must be a way I can get cards printed, like custom cards, but I don't want to like spend so much money on it. If I could do it myself, I would. But yeah, my driver is canonically gay. He gets passed by a lazy. Those are the rules of the universe.
It's running 5th. About 10 seconds ahead. You're running
That's
6th.
not the track. Clint, I don't know, I don't speak about people like that.
Already in the pit.
I'm not really interested in sexualizing, you know, famous people. Not my sort of thing. Mantle into the pits now. Schumacher into the lead. Slow Jordan in front of me. It's Gugelmin. He's battling with his teammate. Just send it up the inside of him. Let me through. He's fighting back. Oh, a little switchback. Beautiful. All right, on the inside of Cops. Squeezed him out wide by mistake. You think Jensen Button? Yeah, I think Jensen Button's pretty cool as well. I think he used to be my favourite. Hello, Finley. A sex tape between Charles Leclerc, Ryan Gosling and Ryan Reynolds would be the straightest thing ever. Wouldn't I agree? Spinning sector 2. Who is it? We need to know. I don't know what is the chat today. I don't think I've helped things. It's not gay if your balls don't touch. Do you remember the times when we'd have like serious conversations on these streams? Or did that ever happen? I don't know. Please win. You're going to start crying if I don't. Well, get ready for the tears to flood. Well, we are streaming later on in the day, so maybe that has an effect. How do I have that standings table? I downloaded it from the F1 Challenge Discord. It's made by G Perso, who sometimes is in the live streams. You joined and attempted to match the vibes, yeah. Kind of got it. You know, if you're going to take part in the chat, you sometimes have to just go with the flow. It was my first crush. My best friends in primary school. Best friends with this girl in primary school in like year 4. She was my first crush. Obviously, I'm not going to name her, because that'd be weird. First, I've never had a celebrity crush because that's weird. I've never understood that, people having celebrity crushes. How can you ever connect to somebody you don't know? I don't know. I'd never have a crush on somebody I wouldn't know, you know? You need to know them. Box. Yeah, we box. Uptown Girl was not written about me, no. Box, says James Early. Or his team say that, I think. Best F1 car. The March from 1992. Celebrity crush is John Denny Delatraz. Yeah, me too. Isn't Harry Anto a crush? That's more of a like a... What's a step more than that? It's a deep, deep love. Into the pits we go. Our first out 2 stops in this race. That's not our pits. This is ours. Last in the pit lane for some reason. Your favourite driver was in 2012? John Eric Verne. What was the law with Harrianto? I don't know. I think I randomly once said that I'd eat Harrianto. Just because I think I was bored and I was trying to think of things to say. Hello, AL. How about the GP2 series on Retro Channel? Yeah, we'll get back to that. We'll get back to that. When I start the early-thon, which for those who don't know, it's going to be a subathon, which starts on Saturday and then ends whenever a timer hits 0. It'll allow me to focus a lot more on, you know, making YouTube videos because I have no excuse then because I'll always be on the live stream, so I have to do things, which is kind of good for work ethic. I can't sit here and watch YouTube videos all day. But Tracy takes the race lead. Senna's up to second. He's not boxed yet. Yeah, I'm thinking that, Jaden, if I can fix the damn issues with the AI. Stroll did some sort of endurance race that he finished 48 out of 49. Did he really? Poor guy. Do I play online? I do, yeah. Once a week I race online on this game. But the cursed marathon idea of a full season of F1 2014 marathoned and without any mods. What, no breaks or anything? Just... Jesus. Oh dear. With Roberto Merry, really? The celebrity crushes the AI twins you created. Yeah, that's opening a whole new, what's the saying, kettle of fish. Falling in love with AI generated content. Not good. Yes, Jaden. The AI still were losing laps. We tried multiple circuits as well. I don't know why it's doing it. The restream bot could be a crush? Sure. Yes, everybody took off the plugin, still did the same thing. I have a feeling it's just certain circuits because when I was racing at San Marino just testing, sometimes I go out on the circuit, do the out lap, do my first lap, and it would not count the first lap. It would only count the lap after. Like sometimes it's not registering a lap. So we think maybe if somebody else tries hosting, maybe it'll work. I don't know. Maybe we could try it on the same circuits and see if it still has the same issue. We are 11th after the pits, by the way, guys. What was my strange childhood crush? I didn't have any strange childhood crushes. Yeah, we had no What is going on? Why we had no retirements today? Everyone did? No? Leo, I did not have any strange crushes. No? Nothing to lie about there. I freely admit if I had a strange childhood crush. After all the weird things I seem to admit to. Why would I draw the line there? Like I said, I've never understood, I don't know, people getting crushes for either people they don't know or celebrities or... I've never understood that. The Iron Giant. I watched the Iron Giant. Wait, is the Iron Giant the one? The dude who, like, massive giant, goes to the scrap metal yard, starts eating scrap metal. Is that that? I watched it for the first time last year. Green Giant, yeah. Am I doing any iRacing stuff this year? We did the Daytona 24 hours. But I don't have anything planned. Favourite driver was Shoal Peak. Yeah. Fair choice. Would I ever adopt anyone from the chat? No. I would not adopt anybody. Anybody. I've got my own life to worry about. Hello, Alexa. I was about to say hello, Naspetti, because the Naspetti radio popped up. Could be the furry beta. Now you're here. Yeah. I think I'm just a bit too boring. That's what it is. I'm a very boring person. I don't have any weird, like, weird interests or weird... I don't know. It's just I'm boring. I'm bog standard. Not boring as in, like... I'm sure my personality's fine. I mean just sort of things. Just a boring kind of human. I'm not interested in anything outlandish or weird. And I think sometimes I get imposter syndrome because it seems almost everybody's got something weird. Like something they wouldn't want to admit to people. I don't have it. Like, I've got nothing. I've got to be missing something. Where's my weird thing? But I don't have it. And that's why I say I feel like I'm boring. James got dealt the boring autism, yeah? I got dealt the autism where I'm scared to do anything. Apart from things I started when I was like 7. Yeah, aware of the engine overheating, yeah. I'm not over-revving. I've been short-shifting all race pretty much. Tristan, I do not have a PO box, no. You have autism, that would offensive towards you. What's offensive towards you, James? I think quite a lot of people here have autism. What is a PO box? What does that mean? Post office box? Postal office? You have ADHD? Yeah, shout out ADHD. Postal order box, right, okay. Scared to do everything you're not really comfortable with. Yeah, same. I think it is no surprise the content I make and probably who I am seems to attract a lot of other autistic people. Which really skews my view on things. Because I go through life thinking, oh, half the people I know are autistic. But really, it's not like that in the real world. Yeah, I've seen back in the day, you know, like YouTube open their PO box gifts. Then they find like poo in it or something. Somebody's shit in my mailbox. I bet you have to pay for a PO box though, don't you? Is ADD just, is that ADHD or is that a different thing? You don't have autism, only crippling social anxiety. I also have the crippling social anxiety. Oh, ADD. Yeah, right, okay. My content is relaxing. That's nice. I don't think I know any like furry, like out and out furries in real life. But then again, I don't know many people in real life. I think at university I know a few. It's an interesting niche. I guess it's a niche, isn't it? Nathan's a furry, huh? Okay, there we go. Attention deficit disorder, right, yeah. You want to donate your Fantastic CSL Elite V2, 8 Newton meters, McLaren GT3 QR2? Oh no, Tristan, it scares me. I don't doubt you're being honest. I don't know if I'd have a use for it because my Logitech G29 is okay, you know. Like I know the Fanatec stuff is good stuff, but I don't know. And a lot of the old games I play aren't going to work well with a Fanatec wheel. Thank you, Crumply, for the 11 bits. Thank you very much. We're getting the ball rolling, yeah. Autism also correlates with homosexuality for some reason. Does it? I think autism has a lot of correlations with various things. We remember to like the YouTube stream. Yes! If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to leave a like on the live stream. You know, I forgot to say that yesterday. And the yesterday stream has like half the amount of likes as all the others. And I'm pretty sure it's because I didn't say make sure to like the live stream. So yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to leave a like. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. TV star with the online racing table. I found it in the F1 Challenge Discord. Lack of retirements is concerned. It's weird having so few retirements. No mechanical failures. What if I accidentally turned off mechanical failures by mistake? Senna finally in the pits, right. So he's out in 5th. We are 8th place. We are boxing next lap 33. Autism correlates with Excel very closely. Yeah. I like Excel. You're gay, a furry, F1 fanatic, autistic, and have ADHD. You have a bingo, I think. Yeah, I think that's bingo card there. Wait, Jade, what are you talking about there? Or are you talking to somebody else? Oh, the engines. Oh, right. Well, it's fine in every other race. It's fine when I made sure to check today. I ran a test race. Like, just simulating through. I parked up on the exit of, like, Stowe Corner to see if everybody could go in the pits correctly, and they could. And there was normal amount of retirements. Unless I've accidentally turned it off since setting up this stream, which I don't think I have. Yeah, it's been normal. We had like an average of maybe between, what, 8 and 12 mechanical failures per race this season. I was actually thinking of turning down mechanical failures because there was too many, but I guess it's fine. Yeah, but I've never touched the physical cars. I don't know why that changed. That was a very strange one as well. It feels like it's changing settings without me touching them. Okay, we're boxing this now. Talks one time to a person who does Excel speed runs. That's some extreme stuff. Oh, sorry, Crumply. I completely missed the 136 bits. Thank you. 1 bit for every seat Orban's opposition has won. Is that... I don't know what it means. You're going to have to tell me. Box. Just put autism on the title of the streams from now on, yeah. The thing is, David, I've always had it on. I've manually turned it on before. I've never manually turned it off since the last stream, which was yesterday. So to see nobody having mechanical issues is strange. There we go. Is this baby blue? I think, yeah, you could say it's baby blue or sky blue. Ah, Hungarian election, right, okay. Got Mansell right behind. You've seen that picture in your nightmares. It does look kind of weird. So we've rejoined in 11th. As that goes, with race leader Nigel Mansell to power through. He's a lap ahead of me. I've restarted the game. The game has been restarted, yeah. But no different out. You got to think, right? How many races have I done on F1 Challenge on stream? Hundreds and hundreds. I've never once accidentally turned mechanical failures off. That's never happened before. Oops, where are we going? Unless we've got the best look in the world, I must have accidentally... I didn't touch it. I've not touched the setting. So how could it have turned it off? Weird. I'm curious. I'm going to check the PLR file. Give that a second. On normal. It's on normal. Mechanical failures are on. Why then? Why is nobody retiring? That's very strange. I think we've just got luck of the draw. Like, everybody's just got very, very lucky. I think this car would have dominated the 1989 season. I have no idea. You don't have the variance the same as the lifetime. I have. I have been doing that for the past, 11 years. I've not had a problem. Oh god, that's wide. Yeah, let's see what happens in the next 23 laps. Out of curiosity, if nobody retires after this race, I'm going to jump into the race session and sim through a race and see what happens. I've got to say though, this 92 season and the way the mod's working and the game is working has been very strange. Like, in a way that I've not really had before with F1 challenges. I don't know, it just feels odd. For whatever reason. Maybe the reliability got turned up to the max. I would have had to manually change that, and I've not done that. How do I know so much stuff? Just, you learn it over the years, I guess. You want to do one thing, so you search it, find a result. You mess around with things until something changes. And through practice, you learn, so you remember. Eventually, you just know a lot about it. Senna's still in there. Yeah, Senna about to at least double his points tally right now with a 4th place. If I retire, you win 11k peanuts. Wow. Big money. Get out of my way, mate. Thank you. You're having a bad time trying to get a controller working properly on GP3 and GP4. Yeah, I cannot help you there. Never played GP3. I have played GP4 before, though. Ayrton Senna has lost his rear wing. Ayrton Senna has lost a wheel. Gugelmin says ridiculous at that statement. He's a fan of his fellow Brazilian. Gonna go 3 wide. Is this for position? I think it is. Whoa! Blocked there by Herbert. Switch to the inside. No way through. Going under the bridge. I've rear-ended him. My God. What? I don't know why I was braking there. This is where I go full speed through there. So I didn't expect him to actually brake. I even lifted. I did lift. Yeah. I don't know how nobody got damaged there. I'm going to get a penalty, obviously. Get a 10-second penalty. Yeah, he did slow down, but I guess that's where they brake. That was a bit strange, but there we go. I'm going to give myself a 10-second time penalty because I did sort of wipe him out. Who was the other dude who should have got a penalty earlier? Taking somebody out. Can't remember now. Fittipaldi, wasn't it? Right, Fittipaldi in early 10-second penalties. Disqualification for Harrison for using the spare car in qualifying. Yeah. Pretty stream with 1,000 messages. You have multiple controllers connected so this game doesn't work. Alright. Do you not like... What do you mean? Does that mean like it's like pedals and wheel is 2 separate controllers? Is that what it means? Please somebody retire. Please somebody get a mechanical issue. It's killing me over here. Do I like Activia? I think I got put off when I bought a yogurt. I know yogurt's got, bacteria in, obviously. But I think I bought an Activia yogurt and it said on the lid, happy cultures of bacteria live inside this. And the idea of like a culture of bacteria and that is on the packaging just put me off. I don't know. I know all yogurt has cultures of like bacteria, you know, obviously, but just saying it on the packaging, that puts me off. Get out of my way! Come on! That is the Chesaris. He's having a terrible race. Imagine if he has an entire culture just by eating some yogurt. Yeah. I don't know, Leo. Morbidelli says that had to happen after late overtakes. Senna doing a 1 or a 2. Guess maybe a 1 stop today. Ooh, where are we going? Well, James, you got to consider the Chesaris this year in... Oh, engine's gone. Well, that was an earth-shattering British Grand Prix. Can I move across the track, get onto the grass, park up? Yes, I can. Well, we finally got retirement. It was me. It was me. My first ever retirement, and it comes at my home Grand Prix. That was an earth-shattering British Grand Prix. So I'm going to be classified, well, retired, obviously. So there's 24 drivers left in the race now. Early is unfortunately parked up and out of the race. Let's have a look at the replay of when that... Oh, we can't even see the replay. Yeah, engine was already off by then. It's going to match your 1940... No. No, definitely not. We got the retirement. There we go, guys. My effing peanuts! Right, let me pay out the prediction. So 18th to 26th. So I'm sure some of you get some sweet, sweet peanuts from that. No problem. Keep focused. Keep pushing, they say over the radio. Don't think that's going to help, mate, actually. I might sim some of the rest of the race because, like I said, I don't have too much time. But we'll watch a few of the laps. Push the car. Yeah, let's push the car. Later would have been crashed into me if I hadn't been careful, says Early. Better a working car than nothing then. The car's not working. Never accelerate timing. Zoop. There you go, a little bit of acceleration for you. So Patrese leads a team at Mansell. When were the last pit stops? Tyre life. They both boxed pretty recently. They're both going to the end. Mansell has to do some overtaking on track if he wants to win this race. It is a Williams 1-2 right now. A McLaren 3-4. Schumacher in 5th, followed by a Lazy. I have plans this evening. To sleep, Clint, yes. That's what I'm talking about. As in, I don't have much time because my bedtime is very soon. I need to be in bed in like 35 minutes. And I got to eat food before then. And you can't just lie down after eating food, you know. So I'd rather eat food, wait a bit, then lie down. The crash with Herbert wrecked the car. Potentially could have caused something, yeah. Sleep stream when? On the early-thon. No, I will not be sleeping on stream on the early-thon. It'll work similar to how we did it a couple months ago. Where I'll be here during the day, but during the night I'll have old live streams on. Early's plans this evening is to have a barbecue on the start-finish straight at Silverstone. Nice. I hope nobody pretended I could defend myself from Chiesa, says James earlier over the radio. Months ago, yeah, Benny, we did the early-thon like a month and a half ago, I think. That test early-thon. I have no idea what you're talking about, David. What time do I usually fall asleep and then wake up? Usually fall asleep around somewhere between 9 and 9:30. And then I wake up between 5 and 6. I always keep meaning to get up earlier. It gets to about like 3:30 or 4 and I think, have I had enough sleep? Probably best to get a bit more sleep. Due to your cricket season starting. That would be much more important though. Hello, Sue. As that's Mansell on the inside of Patrese through the final corner. He's trying to steal the lead away from his teammate. They're both being held up behind Olivier Grillard in the Tyrrell. Patrese moves through. He holds on to the lead for now. Mansell is still stuck behind Grillard. Through Cop's corner they go. Side by side. The Williams on the left of your screen. The Tyrrell on the right-hand side. For some reason, Grillard fighting that very, very hard indeed. Eventually, Mansell gets through. He's swinging left and right all over the shop. Can he keep it on the circuit? No, he cannot. And Grillard back through. Incredible battling between two drivers on a completely separate lap from one another. Eventually, Mansell managing to get through. Gives a little weave in front of the Tyrrell. I think he's very angry under the visor there. And who's to blame him? Did early crash. We had an engine failure. But supposedly, Georgina's daughter saw... Who's Chapel Rowan? And Rowan didn't acknowledge her or something like that. I don't know who that is. A footballer? Hello, Rasseur. You think it should be a penalty for Grillard for blocking? Yeah. I don't think blue flags were actually a thing in 1992, though, was it? She's an American pop... Oh, okay, right. There's another one. That's the Cesaris now on the way. Patrese makes it through. Can Mansell follow suit? Yes, he can. He can make it through on the inside of Cops. So he's made it through. It is now... Mate, look at the train of cars in front of Patrese that they have to work through. At least 5 cars I can see straight in front of the Williams pair. This battle is not over for the lead. Morbidelli jumps right out the way. What about Mark Blundell in the footwork? He's going to head into Stowe corner, still ahead of Patrese. A car between the two Williams once again. As Martin Brundle into the pits. Patrese to the outside here on Blundell. Can Blundell help his countryman? No, he cannot. Straight through for Patrese. He's like slicing through these back markers much quicker than Mansell is. It wasn't mandatory. Oh, right, okay, yeah. So it's not mandatory, so that's fine. Most famous song is Pink Pony Club. Is that something? Obviously, I'm guessing I'm wrong. It's nothing to do with My Little Pony. Mansell, look at him. He's struggling here on the inside of Morbidelli. There he goes. Past Morbidelli and Blundell. In fact, Morbidelli and Blundell are going to go side by side into Cop's corner. I think they may have just switched positions. We've got Gasho and Grillard in the pits. And now the battle is on between the top two again. 1.3 seconds is the gap. There's no doubt Mansell is the quicker driver. That's proven by his fastest lap. Let's see the best laps compared. Mansell is 3.5 tenths quicker than Patrese. I think on sheer pace, Mansell should have this one. Patrese, through the pit stops, has worked into the race lead. Thomas, it's not going for us anymore. Still no mechanical failures. For some reason, I don't know why, there's no mechanical failures for the AI. Even though mechanical failures are on. It's just like sort of like bugging out or something. I don't know. Oh, speaking of... Yes, we've got one! We've got one! Gugelmin out of the race. Gugelmin's out. He's parked up. Engine failure for Gugelmin. There we go. So they were just getting very lucky with no failures. There's me. Right, back to the race lead. Herbert's going really slowly there in the background. Gap is under a second. What's been happening? We've retired from an engine failure, but now we're watching a very exciting battle for the race victory. You know, a single Chapel Rowan. So, is that right? I'm guessing I'm saying the name wrong. And you find it horrible. Oh, Chiesa out the race. Brake failure. Why are they all retiring now instantly? Okay, let's have a look at Chiesa, who's out the race. Where's Chiesa? Oh, no, that was... When did that happen? Chiesa had brake failure. Oh dear. Right, Chiesa off into bridge corner. That's what, 180 miles per hour? 190? That was a heavy hit into the tyre barrier for Chiesa. I think under should be okay. But it was a heavy hit. We'll get on board. I'm not out on the graphic because until I press escape or skip to the end, it'll say I'm still in the race. Well, if I press escape, I'll just skip to the end, so I can't really do that. I have to just sit by the side of the circuit. When we look at the results, it'll say engine failure. It's a heavy hit. Very heavy hit. One more time. Let's watch it one more time. I think that's a leg brake. I reckon that's about 170 miles per hour. Straight on into a tyre barrier. We'll think about it. I'm going to write down Chiesa potential injury. Nope, not replay. Right, potential injury for Chiesa. I didn't want brakes anyway. They're overrated, says Chiesa. Early is out of his home race. Yes, he is. His first ever home race, and he's retired. True, Schumacher did have similar in 99, broke his leg. And you got to think, 99 cars were much better in terms of protecting the driver's legs than 92. Because by 99 wasn't the driver's feet behind the front axle. And 92, that was not the case. At 150 mile per hour crash. Yeah, Chiesa probably hit, what, 170 going into the wall there, I'd say. If I had to guess. It's hard to judge, isn't it? I don't know. Oh, driver's feet had to be behind the front axle by 88. Right, okay. For some reason, I thought I was later on. Oh, looking to the inside. There goes Mansell. He can't make it through, though. But he's applying the pressure on his Williams teammate. Tracy definitely worried about this. Mansell, you can see in the graphic at the top, is quicker and quicker each lap compared to his Italian teammate. Is that corner, that right-hander, is that called bridge? Riding on board with the Williams. It's a horrible looking car, I gotta say. I really don't like the look of it. Especially not this onboard view. I'm gonna get slated in the chat for that, aren't I? It looks okay. Nothing spectacular in my opinion. How far is Patrese from Mansell in the championship? I think he's about... No? Have a look. 21 points behind. You can't say that. James with a mid-opinion. Yeah, that's fine. Is there cockpit cam as well? There is, yeah. Well, you can't see it for the AI, but you can see it for me. Standard cockpit cam, really. Look how close Mansell is. He's lining up and moving to Stowe corner. Can the British driver pull it off? They're side by side. Contact there. The rear right of Patrese. The front left for Mansell. Definitely contact between the two Williams. I think Patrick Head will not be happy with this. Neither will Frank Williams be. And Mansell just trying to sort himself out there. Kind of wide through the right-hander there in the middle sector. And he's got to pose himself as the team leader here. He is the championship leader. He's at his home Grand Prix, the team's home Grand Prix as well. A lot's riding on this result for Williams in the Constructors' battle with Benetton as well. You can't be throwing away a 1-2, but I'm sure Al Nige desperately wants to win this race. And Tracy Fanfic went, hey, yo. Mansell driving like Norris. You should have made a TikTok account. You know, they're a lot better with long form content now, but apparently it reduces your attention span or something. Yeah, I've never been one to watch TikToks. I watched YouTube Shorts. They're the same thing, I guess. I have a TikTok account where I upload to. Well, at least I used to upload to it. I don't actually watch any TikTok. Showing his nose to the inside again, trying to put Patrese off. As that is the returning Thierry Boutsen in the way of both Williams drivers. Patrese makes it through. Mansell also making it through. No, Boutsen in his way. Not ideal for Mansell. He's lost a couple tenths there. Speaking of Boutsen, on his return, he's 13th place right now. 5 seconds adrift of his teammate Eric Comas. I'm sure he's happy to be back in the car. And not too bad of a showing as well. Much better than what Jean-Marc Gounon managed in his few races in the car. Like that version of Stowvale. Yeah, it's alright. I mean, it's quite similar to what we have now, right? Montemini is canonically the same height as Super Mario. Yeah. There's a lot more brain rot with TikToks compared to YouTube Shorts. Ah, okay. Oh yeah, don't they have all those AI people? On YouTube Shorts, for me, YouTube Shorts is usually just movie clips, I guess. Because I like movies. So, I get other stuff as well. Sometimes I get Formula 1 related content. Yeah, Mansell is really not getting through the back markers as quick as Patrese. They have another Ligier in front of him. Or the pair of them at least. That is Eric Comas in the Ligier. You can tell it's Eric Comas with the bright red helmet. Complemented with the bright blue car as well. Love Island AI vegetable thing. I'll take your word for it, whatever the heck that is. Still nose to tail once again. Patrese trying to force his way. Oh, contact! Patrese! Oh, he's almost lost the back end. Through goes Mansell. Oh, he's really made a meal of that, hasn't he? Patrese colliding with a back marker of Eric Comas. And Mansell now going to move through on Comas and take the race lead as well as we start lap 52. Finally, the championship leader, the home hero, has made it through. Can Patrese now mount a challenge to fight back against his teammate? Or is that game, set and match between the two Williams drivers? Hello, Hawk. Good evening. Short's got more serious content compared to TikTok. People are just not scared to post stupid shit there. Whilst on YouTube, they plan their content a little better. Yeah. And that's Patrese. Oh, he's looking to the inside. More content, Patrese. He's off. He's off. And he's just about kept the car under control. I think he's pushed a little bit too hard. If I was the Williams team now, I'd be getting on the radio to say, hold position. Do not try and attack Nigel Mansell. They should not be risking it right now. He's lost it. He's absolutely lost it. Patrese losing his cool. Exactly. I think that'll be the end of the fight, I reckon. I think Mansell will pull away now. Good fight, though. Patrese out. Hill in. Sack Patrese for contact with Nigel Mansell. Yeah. No. We'll keep Patrese. Gap is 1.1. Maybe the battle's not over. We still have about 6 laps to go. Am I pro or anti-refueling? Anti-refueling. You had refueling in the modern day, and it just ruined things, man. You don't want to go back to an era where all the overtakes happen through the pits. PK on Senna, and then he gave him the middle finger. Which one? Which one? I like... who did Mansell overtake around the outside of Peraltada? Was it Gerhard Berger? I used to really like Felipe Massa overtaking... I want to say it was Bruno Senna at Singapore. Where he's full opposite lock, right and left under braking. And still makes the move. All the overtakes now happen because someone's lifting. No, they're not lifting, Brits. It's just they're not getting the battery deployment. They're not lifting. They're still going 100% throttle. Either way, you're not going to get, you know, the true overtakes, whatever they are. Bloody Skynet, yeah. Shout out to everybody's favourite Terminator movie, Terminator Salvation. Right, yeah, right. You know, I've watched Terminator Salvation about 4 times. I've never actually seen Terminator 1 or 2 or 3. I've also seen Terminator Genesis. Patresi's re-overtaker, Mansell! What's going on? Has Mansell let him through? That seems a bit strange. That seems very easy for Patrese. He's back in the lead. What's going on there? Is that team orders? Strange. Yeah, I think I saw Terminator Genesis in cinemas. I know that's the one with Emilia Clarke in. Got that classic hard-coded Williams team orders for number 2 driver, yeah. Yeah. There are team orders in this game, Jamie. Yeah, you can remove them for apparently you can remove them for every team, but Williams are hard-coded in the game to have team orders for whatever reason. But like Jaden says, apparently that's for the second driver, not the first. Such a bad racing product, hence these gimmicks like Kerr's DRS battery, etc. Series with less downforce provide better racing. Well, there's lots of other racing series that have better racing, yeah, for sure. I don't think the pull of F1 is necessarily the wheel-to-wheel action, because you look through the history of Formula 1, it's never been great for wheel-to-wheel action. Never. Especially not in the 90s or the 2000s or the 80s. You know, there's glimpses of good stuff, but it's not constant action. It's, you know, it's never going to be like that, and never has been. You want action, watch go-karting. But go-karting isn't the biggest sport in the world, and you've got to ask yourself, well, clearly, the racing action isn't the most important part then. Master on Kibitsa Fujio 708 was a lot more real than any overtake. It was also way past like the edge of what's allowed. That was ridiculous. It's stupid. They was bumping each other off the road. Do you want constant action? Bring on a spec series, yeah. But then for me, then it will lose the interest. I wouldn't watch if it was a spec series. I'm not interested in that. I like the idea everybody has different cars. They make their cars, and some cars are faster than others. That's how it is, and that's how I like it. Sure, you get boring races sometimes. Sometimes you get exciting races. Things change in Formula 1 like they always have. It's always an ever-evolving sport. That's never changed. And whenever they make a change, people are not happy because it's not how they remembered it, you know? But how you remembered it isn't how the generation before you remembered it. And they didn't like the generation that you watched it. So, you know, you're never going to make anybody happy, are you? Really? I'm happy. So that's a lie. I'm happy. I like Formula 1. Verstappen and Rosberg, Brazil 2016 was a good overtake. Yeah, it was great. Finding the grip on the outside of turn 3 in the rain. Verstappen and Rosberg, Silverstone 2016 was a very good overtake. Around the outside of... What corner was it? Chapel? F1 teams have always hated a wheel-to-wheel racing. Potentially. Reject F1, embrace British Truck Racing Championship. Yeah! Oh, Bootson's out. Engine failure. Formula E also have different cars. Isn't there still parts of Formula E that are spec, though? Like the chassis? Go back to 1894, yeah. Yeah, I like the cars that they have in IndyCar, and I like the racing, but I can't get into it. Tracy's got 2 laps to go here. I think he might have it in the bag. Unless Mansell can somehow get a run. He's not going to make a run around the outside there, though. Claire on Hamilton around the outside of Copton 22 was a marvellous overtake. Yeah. You don't like the 50-50 split between combustion and electric? Yeah, it's fair enough. Not for everybody. I don't think it makes it any less F1 than F1 ever has been, you know. In my opinion, at least. Things change, times change. You go with the times or you don't go with the times. It's up to you. You don't have to like it. I wouldn't necessarily complain about it, though, because what's that going to do? You can enjoy older Formula 1 periods through media such as, I don't know, race replays, videos, gaming. That's what I do. That's perfectly acceptable. Big change was in 2014. It was a sizable change at the time, yeah. Yeah, don't need to be scrapped, but I think it's potential to be good. Yeah, exactly. James Early's 3rd on the Drive of the Day list. Oh, that's nice. Home Grand Prix. 19% of the fans have voted for me for Driver of the Day, even though I'm 25th. As we're on the final lap now, I think Mansell has run out of steam here. He is facing a very embarrassing loss at his home Grand Prix. Harrison, your Driver of the Day, yeah. 30th and last in qualifying. What position was I before retirement? We were like 9th or 10th. Well, I played F1 1792. Yeah, that's my favourite. British media bias on display with the Driver of the Day, most definitely. And out the final corner for the final time, Riccardo Patrese has overcome the challenge of his teammate to win the British Grand Prix of 1992. Nigel Mansell completes a top 2, a 1-2 finish for the Williams team, with Gerhard Berger outperforming Senna to finish in 3rd place. Senna will eventually round the final corner for 4th after a miserable qualifying session yesterday. Michael Schumacher in 5th, and Jean Alesi is eventually going to get 6th as long as he can hold off the charging Martin Brundle. Can Brundle steal a point at his home Grand Prix, or is it going to be Jean Alesi, the Frenchman, in 6th and scoring 1 point? Only 5 DNFs. Yeah, not many DNFs today at all. Very low amount. Senna's finally going to move past Agostini. No longer is it Senna 15 in the championship. Alesi across the line for 6th position ahead of Brundle in 7th. Just sim forward to the end now. Everybody's finished.
Well,
Right, Mansell got the fastest lap.
Fantastic British Grand Prix. Here,
A 1:18.116. Riccardo Patrese.
first.
And I'll write down the results and do the post-race scrutineering. It'll take a couple minutes. Let's see if we get any disqualifications. Maybe this will be the day. We get finally a disqualification. Harrison in the car for Adelaide. Depends how much money he's paying with his sponsors. I think that was Mark Blundell's first home race as well,
Second.
I believe. Please, Patrese get disqualified. Yeah, I kind of like to see it. If Senna got disqualified. Straight out of water, the Strait of Hummus. What? Oh, hummus would be nice right now. Like some breadsticks and hummus. Is Venley ever coming back? I think he's coming back next race, yeah. Or the race after, I think. Race after the German Grand Prix, I think he's back in the car. Maurizio Gugelmin. Who got... I'm going to take a grid penalty because I had a 10-second time penalty, but it's not been added on. It's a Powdy is going to take a 10-second penalty. What was the interval? It's Powdy. He's going to fall behind later. Got Andrea Chiesa. James Early. Gabrielle Tarquini. We had 21 finishers today. Is an enormous amount. Let's have a look if anybody gets disqualified. 3 drivers picked at random. Michael Schumacher, John Alesi, and JJ Leto. Oh, did he have a home Grand Prix last year? Okay. Right, first up, Michael Schumacher is fine. Jean Alesi is fine. JJ Leto is fine. No disqualifications today, guys, unfortunately. And that brings to an end. Very late stream for me. It's 23 minutes past 8. I need to be like in bed, getting ready to sleep in 7 minutes. I've not even had dinner. Oh, dearie me. This is why I must not start the streams later than previously specified. We'll be back to the normal time tomorrow. Hopefully. Most likely with F1 Challenge again. Maybe something else. I don't know. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like the stream before you click off the stream. And I'll see you all in the next live stream. Goodbye.